Okay, this short video is just going to be about checking the detent in the desktop edition and also how to put a cassette in the table Bucky. So if we go into a view that would traditionally be done on the table, so we can go into something like a supine pelvis, we'll launch it in the 2D. You can see on this trolley here, that's where the cassette is. So if you see that, you know it's not in the Bucky. Another way to check is by going into this table icon, and this blue arrow indicates that it's out, and that other blue arrow facing in indicates it's in. I can of course check by dragging it out, and then I'll be able to see it. Now what I want to do first is set up my tube just so it's in roughly the right position. I'm not going to spend too much time getting a perfect examination here because I know you're watching this just to have a look at the detent and how to put a cassette in the Bucky. So if I again just out and in case anyone missed it the first time. So what I want to do is this is how you move the table around. What I want to do is go back in here, and you can see I can, now this is a little bit hard to see, the laser here is lined up with the cassette. Okay, I can bring the tube further over the cassette and I'll see that much easily. Now just there you saw these green lights pop on. If I take it off the center so you can see the center line there of the cassette, and then I bring it back over ever so slowly, as soon as that center meets the center of the cassette, the green lights pop on. All that means is the tube is centered to the cassette. It doesn't mean, as you can see, the patient's in the right position. But what it does mean is that the tube is centered to the cassette. So that's essentially our detent in the desktop edition. And from there, what I can do is I can put the tube back over the patient until I think I'm roughly in the right position. And in there, I'm going to pull the Bucky in. And you can see I got the same green lights here. Now that means the tube and the cassette are centered, as I've said. So if I go into the tube, I see the green lights. If I go into the patient now here on the table, all I have to do is move him round so I think he's in the right position. And that will be a combination of looking down from above and looking from the side. But what I shouldn't do is move the tube or the patient at this stage. So it's just the table I'm moving. And then when I am happy, I can go into the X-ray, close the door. I don't need him to breathe in and hold his breath at this stage. And then I can take my X-ray. And you can see there I wasn't quite ready for it. Neither did I have the exposure set up correctly.